From the PEP Radio Newsroom, this is the evening news blast for May 30th, 2025. LGBTQ Nation is reporting that a far-right anti-LGBTQ plus activist has been fired from the Kennedy Center after his past history of homophobia and racism was revealed. Floyd Brown served as vice president of development at the Kennedy Center for just 2 weeks before he was terminated. He shared news of his hiring 2 weeks ago in a post to LinkedIn. As of Thursday, his page still listed him as VP Development at the Kennedy Center. His firing followed a CNN investigation documenting Brown's racist and homophobic statements, including calling homosexuality a punishment upon America and condemning the legality of gay sex. Brown has also falsely claimed that President Barack Obama is a Muslim and promoted conspiracy theories about him having a forged birth certificate, a theory the current president has also promoted. Who hired Brown is unclear. Rick Grinnell, the gay director of the Kennedy Center, who was installed in his post after Trump fired the center's top leadership, claims he had not met with Brown, did not know him, and was not involved in this hiring, according to Kennedy Center sources. But on Thursday morning, Brown posted a lengthy response to his dismissal, targeting Grinnell as responsible. I had met with Richard Grinnell during my time as political organizer in Arizona. I asked for an explanation of my dismissal, and I asked to speak to Richard Grinnell. Both of those requests have been ignored, he wrote. The only explanation is one given to me at the time of my firing. Floyd, you must recant your belief in traditional marriage and your past statements on the topic, or you will be fired. Then, needless to say, I refused to recant and was shown the door. My beliefs are much more common to biblical Christianity, he wrote. Really? Biblical Christianity? How many wives does that allow you to take? How many? Because depending on the chapter and verse you read in the Bible, that could be anywhere from one to several. My only conclusion is Richard Grinnell was intimidated by a CNN story which hasn't been aired or published, so he preemptively fired me for my Christian beliefs on marriage, he concluded. Yeah, right. Well, CNN has since published the story. Brown is a longtime consultant and helped found Citizens United, the conservative nonprofit plaintiff in the landmark 2010 Supreme Court decision that granted corporations and unions a First Amendment right to spend unlimited amounts of money on elections. He was also behind the infamous racially charged Willie Horton ad deployed by George H.W. Bush in the 1988 presidential campaign. At the Kennedy Center, Brown reported to Lisa Dale, the Development Department's senior vice president. Both Dale and Brown were advisors to former Arizona Republican candidate Kari Lake, a notorious anti-LGBTQ plus election denier, who, by the way, is not serving in the U.S. Senate. She wanted to be, but she lost the election. Aww. In his role as a far-right commentator, Brown once attacked CPAC, the Conservative Political Action Conference, for an acceptance of the open promotion of the gay lifestyle inside the tent of conservatism. He called same-sex marriage both godless and a hoax, and mocked LGBTQ plus people with cartoons that attacked the queer military. On his website, exposeobama.com, Brown attacked the then presidential candidate in 2008 for saying homosexuality was not a choice and not believing that homosexuality was immoral. In 2023, the former Capitol Hill staffer spoke at a Christian event where he referenced the dirty little secret that gay staffers work for Republican lawmakers. Sure they do. How else would Grindr stay in business? They literally worked for the member 24/7. Worked for the member. I can't help but laugh at that. And then went out to Adams Morgan and had their gay sex, and then came back to work the next day. No, they actually did it the night before. Just saying. In his farewell post after being fired, and good riddance to him, Brown said, "The amazing beauty of the MAGA movement is we have people of many different beliefs inside our tent. No, you have people of one confined belief, and that is Trump is God. Okay? Save the bullshit for somebody that actually cares. We are all working together in unity to make America great again. You are not. And America has never been great. We've gone from slavery and genocide and destruction of the people that once lived here to what we are now, which is a divided country that will not come back together again under the current president because he is nothing more than an orange menace. That's the news blast for this hour. Just remember, all this nonsense in Michigan is happening at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C., home of World Pride. We still cannot figure out what we have to be proud of in Washington, D.C., least of all World Pride. But there you have it. And up next is the weather forecast for the Meadville area here on PEP Radio.